Well, hello. Trying to be like in a good mood. It's been a very stressful day. I am so worn out. So worn out. But I'm trying to get everything done. I'm going to do some shopping with you. I've already started on my cart with Walmart delivery. Let's flip back over to Notepad real quick. Let's look at my list of crap that I need to do. APU repair, done. Let's do it in all caps. Wait, what the hell is that? I don't know what button I pressed. Mirror install, done. Lube fifth wheel, done. Glad hand mount install, that doesn't get delivered until tomorrow. Ooh, let's add another one in. Antenna install, mirror adjust. I didn't notice that when they installed the mirror, they had it turned way too far out. Like I have to, the mirror is way out too far out, and I have to turn the mirror inward so far that like I can't. I have to like lean over to see down the side of the trailer in the mirror. So I think there's only like one bolt or screw or whatever that I need to loosen up, and I can just like push the mirror inward and then tighten it back up. I'll watch a video on it tonight so that I can be sure. But whenever I install the antennas tomorrow, I'll push the mirror in a little bit. Weed and feed lawn, done. And I'm in the process of buying food. I'm not going to cook it until tomorrow. Well, it's not even going to arrive until tomorrow, so of course I can't cook it tonight. But I'm way too lazy to go drive into the store. I have not driven my car in a month and a half or more. I haven't since I've been home this time. I haven't driven my car. I haven't even turned the damn thing on. I should probably turn it on and let it run for like 15 minutes. Um, so those are the three things. So I got the APU repaired. I am, on the fence with how I feel about W&B. As far as the APU repair goes, it was $600. Um, they didn't just throw parts at it. They seemed knowledgeable about what they were doing, and they replaced parts that were faulty, and it appears to be working, but you have to run it for like 3 or 4 hours before you can tell if it's working properly, because the overheating issue is not noticeable until it gets hot. Now, once it gets heated up, you can turn it off and turn it back on, and it will immediately have symptoms of like blowing white smoke and stuff. So I'm hoping it's fixed. If it's fixed and I don't have any issues with the APU for the next couple of months, then I will continue using WNB. They will have that. They will have like put a big check mark for competency um, as far as mechanics go, and I will continue doing business with them. But we'll have to see if the APU is functional. But yeah, $600 there, and then once that was fixed or done, I don't know if it's fixed yet. I hopped in the truck and took off down to Paul's Valley, about 60, 70 miles south, and grabbed an empty at Walmart. The roads were chaos. There was so much construction and so many accidents, and it was just bumper to bumper. There were 2 or 3 different 20-minute delays that I drove through. There was an accident that happened that I tried to get the camera recording, and I have video footage of it, but I decided not to upload the video because it got interrupted, and I don't edit. I would throw up an edited video, but you didn't see anything on the video. It's just it happened, and then I started recording it. What happened was It was really congested traffic in South Oklahoma City, maybe more, maybe Norman. We were in the southern Oklahoma City area, and there was a Lexus that was driving erratically, and they had their trunk partially open. They were hauling something where they couldn't close the trunk all the way, and they basically had the trunk tied. It was an older, cheap Lexus. It wasn't like these people were rich or anything. And they were driving erratically. The guy looked like he was probably on meth or something. He just was acting weird, looked weird, and we came up on some stopped traffic, almost complete. Well, actually, yeah, some of it was completely stopped traffic, and it was in an S turn, which I think that's more where that's at. But you're going straight, and then it goes off this way, and then it comes back up the other way. So if you were looking far enough ahead like you were supposed to be, then you would see brake lights over to your right where these people were turning into. And I started slowing down for that. And the cars around me started just whipping out from behind me and just like NASCAR speedway trying to get around me. They were pissed off that I was slowing down. They didn't realize why I was slowing down. Some of them didn't. Well, this Lexus was one of them. The Lexus started weaving through traffic. The Lexus, initially what happened was I was coming up in the middle lane, and there was an RV. There was a pickup truck pulling a recreational vehicle, a trailer, that probably wasn't legal, and this guy was going like 40 miles an hour. So I was approaching them in the right-hand lane, and I started slowing down when I saw but I was still going faster than him, even slowing down from 70. Well, the Lexus, at the last second, realized how slow that RV in front of them was going, and they whipped out in front of me. Then they realized the car in front of me was slowing down, and they whipped out over to the next lane. Then, once they passed the car in front of me, they cut all the way over to the right-hand lane again. And then that was about the time they were going through the turn, and the right-hand lane was completely stopped, and they slammed on their brakes just as another asshole was weaving through traffic, jumped out into the right-hand lane and hit the throttle to pass everybody in the right-hand lane because everybody in the two left-hand lanes were slowing down, and there was a gap over in the right. So they whipped over into that gap and just hit the throttle to pass everybody, and the Lexus slammed on their brakes, and the SUV rear-ended the Lexus, the erratic driving Lexus. Well, the guy in the Lexus, when this happened, you just saw this puff of white, like something, like a cloud of white. I'm guessing it was paint because the SUV was white and the Lexus, they were both white. There was just like this puff of white whenever they hit. And they both just kind of sat there for a minute, and then the Lexus went over into the middle lane and started driving away, and the SUV sat there for a second and then started following them. And the Lexus was weaving through traffic, driving erratically, and I think hit an exit and disappeared. The two of them, like the SUV wasn't trying real hard. They weren't driving like really aggressive to keep up with the Lexus, but they were trying to keep up with the Lexus and follow them safely. And the two vehicles got out of my view pretty quickly, so I have no idea what the outcome was. I never saw, cops drive by with their lights on or anything. But I was only on the road for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I took an exit to get onto I-40. But yeah, there wasn't really anything in the video other than me explaining what happened, and then you could see the two vehicles on the video for a couple of 30 seconds or so before they got out of sight. And you know how poor the video quality is on my phone because I've got all of the settings down so low so that the video sizes are small. So I just decided not to upload it. So there's the story. I'm not going to upload the video of it because it's just really poor footage. Maybe one of these days I'll pay the big bucks. When I start making the big bucks, I'll pay the big bucks to get really good internet inside the truck. Some like amazing high-speed internet that would cost me $150, $200 a month or more in the truck. So, yeah, went down there, got the trailer, got back up to Oklahoma City. I stopped at the TA and just to get in line in case they had a line before going to City Trailer and dropping off the trailer. And they said, pull up into the bay right now. And I pulled up into the bay, and the tech was really awesome. They were up front that they don't work on Volvos very often, so they're not very familiar with them. I ended up helping the tech a lot. I enjoy that. I like being interactive with the tech when they're working on my truck. Um, but replaced the mirror, and the light did not work. The turn signal did not work. So he took it partially back out, double checked the connections, and then checked with one of those electrical things to see if power's going through. And power was going through, and I was like, well, crap, maybe we can change the light bulb in it. So he didn't know how to remove the mirrors, and I looked on a YouTube video and saw how to do it, and I went over there and removed the convex mirror, the bottom one where the turn signal's at, and opened it up, and it's got some really proprietary built-in light. It's not a replaceable light. You basically have to replace that whole mirror to replace the light. I couldn't find a way to remove the light. It was like glued in. So he checked to make sure it was getting power and stuff like that, and I was like, well, crap, it doesn't look like we can replace that light. And he said, well, we can put the one from your other mirror on here. I was like, well, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, let's do that. And so he didn't know how to take the mirrors off, so I'm the one that took the mirrors off and put them on. And I helped him hold up the mirror, and I helped him out on several things. I was there for an hour to an hour and a half. It took a lot longer than expected because he wasn't familiar with it, and because we had an issue with the light. And he was still like, I'm comfortable with 30 minutes labor if you're cool with that. And I was like, nah, man, I don't want to shortchange you. An hour is reasonable. I mean, we troubleshot the light and all kinds of stuff like that. And he's like, you did. He said, you did most of the work on that. I was like, nah, we're good. We'll do the hour. And I also handed him a $20 bill because he was really cool and let me, help and stuff. Then I went to City Trailer, dropped off the trailer, and on the way home, I stopped at Home Depot, got weed and feed for the lawn. For anybody who doesn't know what weed and feed is, it's an anti-weed. It's little tiny pellets. I have one of those little push things that has the spinny wheel on it, and it sprays out the pellets on the lawn. I have to do that twice a year. Otherwise, the weeds just get crazy. My lawn will need to be mowed every 3 days if I don't put weed and feed down. And the lawn got out of control over these last couple weeks because it's been 3 months since I put weed and feed down. It lasts about 3 months. So I do it right at the beginning of the season and then toward the end of the season, and I'm good. But yeah, I had to put weed and feed down because the grass was just growing so fast. Well, the weeds were growing so fast. So all grass is basically weeds, but there's some of them that we like. But yeah, I also bought some lubricant. They didn't have the lubricant that I wanted. The lubricant I ended up buying it'll work, but it's not exactly what I'm supposed to be using. But I'll use that for now. And I'll probably do an Amazon order next time I'm at home and order a big case of the silicone lubricant that I want online. Just buy it in bulk. So let's get over to ordering food. Browser. If I show any personal information, I don't edit videos, so if personal information pops up, then unfortunately I'm just going to delete this damn video. So hopefully I catch any personal information before it pops up. Let's see here. No, let's um. This is a truck toll app that I was using to check. So this is how much the tolls are going to cost me to go to York, Pennsylvania. It's $140.50 if you pay cash. If you use a transponder, it's $101. And it says potential savings with Best Pass, 42. Son of a biscuit. $42.53. Now here's what I don't understand about that. Is that saying that if I used if I use Best Pass, then I can get 100 or that I can get $42.53 off of the $140 or off of the $101. So my total cost would be like $60. I don't know, but I have Best Pass. That's one of the things USA Truck gives you. Um, I have Best Pass in the truck, so hopefully I'm only paying $60 for tolls. We'll see. It's an expensive road to drive across. Let's put this back over. Y'all. Let me move. I'm gonna have to move the whole thing. I thought I could just move that one tab over to my other monitor, but I'll have to move the whole thing. And real quick before we start deep diving into crap to buy for the truck, let's. I don't need loads out of Ochelata. I've already got that. Let's look for loads coming out of York, Pennsylvania. After the 19th, I'm going to deliver this load. It's scheduled to deliver basically on the 19th at 12:01 a.m. So I should be unloaded by 3:30 a.m. So within 100 miles, there's going to be a ton of loads. They're mostly crap. What I think I'm going to do is let's do 250 miles, but let's do the line haul revenue at $2,000 minimum. And like I would be willing to drive a little bit further to get a really good load. But there's going to be a ton of loads. This is a really dense area. Well, there are only 2 loads over $2,000. Wow. That shows how bad the market is there. And these are cheap loads because the mileage is high. Well, let's try 1,000. Most of the loads in this area are like $500. And there are tons of them. I'm really looking for a load that would get me out of the Northeast. I'm not taking, a 1,500-mile run paying $1 a mile just to get, out of the Northeast to another bad market. Houston's a bad market. There's occasionally a good load out of Houston, but for the most part, Houston loads suck. Well, let's get rid of that. And another thing on, like, maybe there are some decent paying loads, but I'm looking out 5 days in the future. And on USA Truck's load board, there's not, like, a whole lot of loads that are put out that early. It's usually, like, a couple of days in advance. So, especially when you're talking about the following week, there's probably going to be a lot more loads on Monday. Monday is going to be the best day for me to find a Wednesday load. 2 days before is about perfect. Ugh. Crap. No filters, 250 miles of York, Pennsylvania. It's a long list. Belcamp, Maryland to Romeoville. let me okay, let's look at a map. York, Pennsylvania. And we'll just have to do this off of like what little knowledge I have on USA Truck's load board. Where is a place within a reasonable range of here? Where would I want to get a load going where I could find a good load? Rochester and Syracuse. There might be some good loads coming out of there. Let's look at Rochester. Within, I don't want to go so far that it's going to start pulling up like New York City. Let's see if this is a good market. No, this is not a good market. All right, so, and in my like 250 that I'm already searching, Baltimore and Washington are already showing up in that. Let's look at Columbus, Ohio. I'm liking these little short runs that pay pretty damn good. And Louisville, from what I understand, is a pretty good freight market. Now, why in the hell is there this load that pays $1,000, the exact same load paying half that? Makes no sense at all. Oh, wow. This is a really good load. Not just because of the rate. The rate is decent. The rate is not like amazing. But Roanoke, there's a Clorox distribution center there. Let's see if that's where it's delivering. I don't know if that's a Clorox distribution. Corrosive, liquid, acidic, organic. It's hazmat. Well, it says no on hazmat. I don't know what NOS stands for. Hazmat UN 3265. So why does it say hazmat no, and then it says it's a hazmat UN 3265? I have my hazmat endorsement, so I can pull that load. But I'm not going to be able to be there on the 17th to pick it up. I mean, there's decent loads, like $2, $3 a mile loads look like they're fairly common out of here. A lot of these high-paying loads are probably going places I wouldn't be willing to go. Hmm. This is a really good load going to Kansas City, paying $2 a mile. So let's go back to York. Let me check something else here. Um, the Louisville, Kentucky market, Evansville. Let's look at Louisville real quick. See if this is a better market than Columbus. It's a really good load. Going to Memphis. We have a terminal in Memphis. 43,000 pounds going to a Kroger. Yeah, so far I'm liking the Louisville market better than the Columbus market. Not amazing, but fairly solid selection of loads, and like 90% of the loads, like the problem with a lot of these markets up in the Northeast is like most of the loads on the load board are going further into the Northeast. Like you can't get out of the damn Northeast once you get up there. You just run circles, doing short little runs that pay usually not very good unless you're going into New York City or someplace like that. Ooh, wow! I really like this one. This Plainfield to Janesville. It's only $285. Pays $1,300, or 285 miles. Pays $1,300. Janesville is a pretty good place to pick up freight. Well, as the rates aren't that amazing, they're decent, but Janesville has loads coming to Oklahoma. So if I get to Janesville, I can almost guarantee you I can get a load back to Oklahoma. Henderson to Tulsa. I only would take loads coming to Oklahoma if I wanted to come back home because rates coming out of Oklahoma are not that good. I need to just find out where all of the Clorox distribution centers are at and just run a triangle with them because the brokered loads on Clorox pay so much better than the rest of the crap on these load boards. If you ever see a load that's like $5 a mile, it's one of those brokered loads. The crap on the load board is you're never gonna see anything. It's like $5 a mile. Damn, 300. You see this division right here? That's what my driver manager was talking to me earlier that I didn't know. There was some acronym somewhere on there that indicated it was a brokered load, and that's it. Division, BRK. That means it's a brokered load. Clorox. See, you see one of these loads that pay like $5 a mile. This one is $6 a mile, and it's almost always going to be a brokered load, usually Clorox. These are the unicorn loads. So Summer Shade, Kentucky has a. You see all the loads coming out of Summer Shade. This one's $6 a mile. This one is $4 a mile. Here's another one. It's the exact same load, $6 a mile. There's two of them listed. Summer Shade, Kentucky, $4 a mile. This is what the loads are like whenever you find one of these Clorox distribution centers. So, Summer Shade, Kentucky. Let's see if we can find Summer Shade, Kentucky. Something coming out of York, Pennsylvania, going to Summer Shade, Kentucky. It's a 116-mile deadhead. So this is going to put us quite a ways past Summer Shade. And we're going to have to backtrack on highways for 100 miles. And these look like 2-lane highways. Pretty crappy highways. So it's probably not worth it to grab the Summer Shade load. Let's see how far the Murfreesboro, even though it pays a little bit better, it's probably not worth it to take that. London, Kentucky. Let's see how. That one's a long ways away as well. And it looks like it's highway as well. But this is a nice highway. Divided highway. Divided highway the whole way. So I deliver up here in York. I grab a load 32 miles away that takes me over here. And then I deadhead 100 miles to Summer Shade and pick up a $4 a mile run. The load I get out of York, Pennsylvania is basically just going to cover fuel cost. And then I get over here to Summer Shade and I get a money load. Like $3-4 a mile. I think that's the plan. And we'll set on it and wait till Monday and see if there's a better load that pops up that pays more money that gets me to Summer Shade. Because I want to pull loads out of Summer Shade, out of that Clorox DC. All right, let's go back to Walmart. We have a plan now. Let's go back to grocery shopping. All right, we're doing Hamburger Helper this week. We have so far um, the meat versus the Hamburger Helper is not matched up. So I have 3 pounds. It's a pound of meat per box of Hamburger Helper, and they're selling the Hamburger Helper in twin packs for like $2. So they're like $1 a piece for the Hamburger Helper, and the beef is really cheap. The last time I bought a roll of beef to do this Hamburger Helper, I bought it at Crest, and it was $20 for a 3 pound roll. So Walmart's a lot cheaper. So I want to make 3 boxes of Hamburger Helper to take on the truck with me. What else do I need to order? I've already done an order, so I already have like soda, milk, and Rice Krispies treats, and a couple of bags of chips. What else do I want to take with me on the truck? Let's check departments. I would buy a ton of frozen food, but the freezer on my refrigerator is like this big. I can fit maybe 2 TV dinners in it. If I had a really big freezer, I would buy like 50 Hungry Mans and just live on Hungry Man dinners. Um, it's anything else I order is probably going to have to be something that doesn't have to be as incredibly climate controlled, because the Hamburger Helper is going to basically take up my whole fridge. I'm going to have 2 containers of Hamburger Helper, 2 big Tupperware containers, and with the 2 gallons of milk that I'm going to bring with me, that's going to take up my whole refrigerator. So anything else that I take with me is going to have to be something I can put in my cooler that varies temperature all the time. It'll sometimes get below freezing, sometimes it'll be 60 degrees in there, or it's got to be something that, like chips, that you just throw into a cabinet. Kids' lunches, fruits and vegetables, meat, seafood, leisure, deli, meat, cheese sides, hot dogs, pantry. Snacks and candy. Oh, yeah. Oh, trash bags and stuff. Mmm. Air fresheners. I have a can of Febreze in the truck that I spray. It would be really nice though to have an air freshener that just kind of like constantly. I prefer something that was an air freshener and something that got rid of smells, like baking soda. Mm, I'm not gonna mess with any of this stuff. I can't find anything else to order. Let's go to the snacks. I know I'm going to find tons of snacks to order. Snacks and candy. Just shop all snacks and candy. What section would oatmeal pies be in? That be in cookies? Like where's the little Debbie's? All the little Debbie's at? Maybe they're not in the snacks and candy section. Is there another section? It's probably in the bread and bakery, because that's the aisle that it's in. Snack cakes. There we go. We found the little Debbie's. All right, let's shop. Uh, yes, please. I will have two of those. Um, gonna get my fat on. Well, I've already got my fat on. We're just gonna maintain right now. Apple pie. These things are really good if you microwave them for like 3 seconds. Hmm. I have to get over $35. That's the reason I'm looking for shit to buy. The only thing I really need is the hamburger helper and the ground meat. Um, kind of want to avoid things like Nutty Buddy because I might not be able to refrigerate the snacks and like chocolate covered stuff. If it gets 80, 90 degrees in the truck, it'll just melt and squish. Oatmeal pies will hold up. The fruit pies will hold up. So while I would love to have Nutty Buddies, they're not really good for the truck. Zebra cakes. Let's do the zebra cakes. Walmart is by far the best grocery delivery. All the other grocery deliveries that I've used, um, they use Instacart, and Instacart has like a 30% markup on the food. There's like no markup on the food you buy at Walmart. It's just the like $10 delivery fee. That's it. Instacart, with Costco and Sam's Club, I do deliveries through them. There's like a 30% markup on the food. So if you buy $100 worth of food, they charge you $130 for the food. And then they charge you like a $10 delivery fee and a couple of other fees. Sometimes. I can't remember. I think the fees with Sam's Club are worse than Costco, but you have to be a Costco member to use Costco's. You don't have to be a Sam's Club member to do Sam's Club delivery. So I don't think the fees are as bad with Costco because you have to be a member, but you are paying for the membership. So, but Walmart is by far the best grocery delivery to your house. I've used Costco, Sam's, and Walmart is way better cost wise than all the others. It is so much cheaper. Hell yeah, let's do two of those. They look good. $36. We did it. All right. Now I just need to double check that there's nothing else I really need or want. Beverages, maybe? I might get tired of soda. I'm going to take 2 big jugs of water with me and 2 gallons of milk and then a whole bunch of soda. Um, yeah, all this stuff has to be refrigerated. There was like tropical punch or something like that. Hmm? Nope. Specialty drinks, maybe? I wish I could just. Maybe there is a way. Like, I would like to just go back to the main beverages thing without starting all over from the beginning. Beverages. It's got to be sports and energy or bulk. Let's do bulk. I should just do a, a delivery of just really heavy shit. Like 24 packs of Pepsi. Just order like 50 24 packs of Pepsi. The poor person lugging them from their car to my porch. That'd be a hell of a workout. 100 degrees outside, and they're just taking cases of soda back and forth for like an hour. What an asshole. Who would do something like that? I would. um, let's just search for it. Tropical punch. This Hawaiian punch is exactly what I'm looking for. Does it say what section this is in? These are my water jugs. I bought 2 gallons of this a month or so ago, and I kept the jugs and I refill them with water now. They make really good water jugs. Yep, let's do 2 of those. What section are they in? Alright. Kids' lunches. Snack packs? Do we need some snack packs? Hmm. Well, I could do some summer grilling if the APU isn't repaired correctly. That fucker gets hot. The idea of seafood in the truck, if I can't keep it properly, like climate controlled at the temperature it's supposed to be at, and it getting rank and nasty and then stinking up the whole truck, that just does not sound good. Ooh. Party supplies. Oh, I need black pepper. So I ordered this, the last cart that I did, and it was out of stock. So we'll try to order it again. And I set it on, I usually, whenever I do these orders, I set it on do not substitute. Because they'll do some stupid substitutions. But I'll leave it on substitute this time. Because I really need the hamburger helper. If the hamburger helper's out of stock, like either one of these items are out of stock, then this whole order was worthless, and I'll have to drive down to the grocery store and do it the old-fashioned way. Man, I'm going to bed after I finish putting this shit together. I am so tired. I got up at shit. I had my alarm set for 5 a.m., but I woke up early at like 1 a.m. and I just was so awake that I couldn't go back to sleep. So I've been up since 1 a.m. and it's now 9:42 p.m. So in like 3 hours, I will have been up for 24 hours. And it was also not just that I've been up for a long time. I've been running and doing stuff all day long, sweating my ass off. Um, you know, just it has not been an easy day. So yeah, I'm gonna pass out, and hopefully I can sleep for quite a while. I want to get up at somewhere in the area of 4 a.m. so that I can go to bed early tomorrow night, because tomorrow I need to get up at like 4 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m., probably 4 a.m., and go finish putting stuff in the truck and then take off, go pick up the trailer, and then go to Niagara. I have to be at Niagara by 8 a.m., which means I'm going to be there by 7 a.m. If I have an appointment at 8 a.m., I'm going to be there at 7. I'm going to be there at least an hour early, unless it's a place like Walmart that won't let you be there more than an hour early. So I'll be there like 45 minutes early at Walmart. uh, but yeah, I'm going to be there as early as possible at Niagara. I don't know if they're a 24/7 operation, or maybe they open up at 8 a.m. Maybe I'll get there at 7 a.m. and they won't be open. But their gate, they have a long entryway to their gate. So if they don't open till 8, then I'll just sit there in their entryway until they fucking open. Um, but they're probably a 24/7 operation. All right, was there anything else non-food that I needed? Clothing? You can get Can you get anything in Walmart on their grocery delivery? I'm not a boy. So, as far as clothing, these are the only things that you can order with their Spider-Man boys underwear. I wonder if they have them in my size. um, I thought it was limited to groceries. speakers. I do need to get. Well, I haven't really tested the TV that I just installed into the truck to see how nice the speakers are. It actually got pretty good reviews as far as the built-in speakers, so we'll see how they are. The built-in speakers of the TV that was in the company truck were not that good, but they were good enough that I could hear it. So that's all I need. Oh, I know what I need. I am almost out of this stuff. Cast state complete. Aspect dishwasher. I think it's this exact stuff. I've got like 5 of these left. I can't think of anything else. We're just gonna roll with that because I think that's everything, and a whole bunch of crap that I probably shouldn't even be buying because I'm fat and I like half this order, 3/4 of this order is Little Debbie snacks. That's not gonna help me with getting in shape, but it'll save me money because I'm gonna eat regardless. So it's better to have the truck packed full of food that I will eat so that I don't spend a ton of money in the truck stops. Although, whenever I get an opportunity to grab some of that chicken at Flying J, man, I grab that stuff up. I love the Flying J chicken. Party supplies. For some reason, it's like ingrained in me. Every time I hear the word party, I think of Party Boy from Jackass. Jackass. Mm. Oh, you know what? Let's check and see if they like. I have. Why won't this close? Um, let's see if they have them in stock. Like I have some right now. Great value fresh scent disinfecting wipes, 35 count. All of the wipes that I have right now. Are these antibacterial? It's like only 35 wipes. The wipes that I have right now are from USA Truck. They give them out at terminals, and I have not been to a damn USA Truck terminal in forever. I don't go to them very often. Usually, to get to a USA Truck terminal, I have to go out of my way. Memphis is about the only damn terminal I go to. I don't really go through Memphis that much. Um, let's check Amazon real quick. Um, I'm gonna flip it over to Notepad while I pull up Amazon just to see if it has any of my personal info loaded up. Um, So it looks like this is a 3 pack of 75 wipes. Let's see how much they're charging. Oh my god. $78. What a bunch of jackasses. Let's go up to this like Amazon brand stuff. 22 bucks. What do you get for 22 bucks? 35 wipes, pack of 3. So they're selling these at how much? 22 divided by 3, roughly $7 for each one of those. And Walmart's charging $1.83 for the exact same thing. Let's add. Oh my goodness, a max of 1. Sons of bitches. All right, let's go with that. I'm gonna have to flip off of the Walmart while I do that because it's gonna show my address and oh my god, the time I selected is no longer available. So I had it selected at like noon, and wow, the fruit pies are already out of stock. It popped up and said the following items are no longer in stock. So the 10 fruit pies were not available. I can't believe that disinfectant wipes are still being sold out everywhere. Like, why do these people buy that crap? I wouldn't buy the disinfectant wipes if I wasn't a truck driver. Just use soap and water and alcohol and stuff like that. But man, in the truck, the disinfectant wipes are awesome. I have 2 containers that are like 200 plus wipes each. Hopefully, those tide me over until the craziness goes and dies down. All right, let's go back and look for a load to Summer Shade. Let's stretch it out to 250 miles on both sides just to see if there's like some unicorn load. There is not a unicorn load. Dollar a mile crap for the most part. So I would probably take the Aspers to London because it's fewer deadhead miles. It's a 1-day delivery. The other one's a 1-day delivery. Ooh, it's like a 24-hour delivery window. This is probably a Walmart. Amazon. It's going from Amazon to Amazon. Driver must download Amazon Relay app and leave the app open in order to run this load. If you have questions, contact your DM. Non-palletized, floor-loaded product that arrives to Amazon FCs on a trailer with uneven or corrugated floors will be refused. If detention or truck order not used is required, driver must notify us at the point of occurrence so we can request approval. Failure to do, and then it gets cut off. So you might get denied detention if you don't let them know as soon as you find out you're going to be detained. And Amazon has to approve the detention. That's fucking stupid. Like, what if they deny the detention? Are you just supposed to drive off with the truck half loaded or something? How does this fucking work out? So this is a pretty shitty load. Now, reading those notes, what's the big thing that stands out to you? The big thing that stands out to me, non-palletized, floor loaded. And the reason that they talk about detention in here is probably because these loads take for fucking ever to unload. And probably to load. If this is a live load and a live unload, a floor-loaded trailer, unknown weight, going from one Amazon to another, Amazon has so much freight that they're going to pack that trailer completely full. So it's going to take forever to load that trailer and forever to unload that trailer. Preloaded and drop loaded. So it's a drop and hook. Why would you have to deal with detention? But this is a New Jersey. This is not the Murfreesboro, Tennessee loads that we were looking at. Let's drop it back down to 100. I guess they were. Florence, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm not going over to New Jersey to pick up loads. So that load's definitely not happening. I might grab this load. I might grab that load. I'm gonna wait till Monday and see if there's a better load that pops up there. But I might grab that load. It's basically it's less than $1 a mile. It's like an 80-cent per mile load, just to pay for my fuel to get me 500-600 miles over to Summer Shade, Kentucky, and then I pull a unicorn load out of there. What'd be really amazing is like a $2 a mile Fontana load. Fontana, California, the LA market. Wow, like a $4,000 LA load. And then I get like a $6,000 LA load coming out of LA. That would be pretty sweet. That would be awesome. But I need to hit the sack. I am so tired right now. I'm just exhausted. So, thanks for watching. Have a good one. And I have a ton of stuff to do tomorrow. And with the Walmart delivery not coming in until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that means that I'm not going to be able to get all the stuff done in the morning. I'm going to be rushing to do stuff in the afternoon. So hopefully my deliveries for my antenna and stuff come in the morning. I get all that done in the morning, and all I'll have to do in the afternoon is just cook the hamburger helper and then get to bed by like 7 or 8 o'clock at night so that I can get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and go do that pickup, and then it delivers at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Ochalata. And then after it delivers, I need a deadhead to Springfield, Missouri to pick up my next load. I'm going to be in position to pick it up at 10 a.m. the following morning. So, and after I pick up the load, I'm going to top off fuel at Stratford, Missouri. I'm still unsure on whether or not I'm going to buy fuel in Oklahoma City before I take off to Stratford. You know what? Just to get a damn shower credit, I might just throw in $60 in Oklahoma City, because I'm definitely topping off in Stratford before I take off to the east. But Oklahoma City and Stratford are nearly identical prices, and they're both really cheap. So I'll probably throw in 60 gallons because it's going to be cutting it really close on empty, making it all the way to Stratford. Especially if my APU craps out and I have to idle the truck. That's going to make it even worse. So I think I'll throw in $60. I have to go to the TA and scale the load anyway. So I'll scale the load and then hop into the fuel island and throw in $60, and then make my way up to Ochalata, make the delivery. I'll probably casually drive it up to Ochalata because I can't deliver it. I have to deliver it like within an hour before. I have an hour window basically, so I have to be there between 2 and 3 p.m. And it's a live load at 8 a.m. I'm probably going to get out of there by about 10 or 11, and that's going to leave me with like an extra hour or so. So I'll probably like pimp walk it up there because there's not really any place to park near there. And there's a cop that basically like his only fucking life, like all he does is drive around in all of the all the on ramps and off ramps, the 4 ramps right there at the Walmart exit, and kick people off of them because there's no place to park near there. There is I think it's a Love's or a Quick Stop or something about 20 miles south. They have like 10, 15 spots. And then like 5 to 10 miles north, there's a little hole in the wall truck stop that has like 10 or 15 spots, and that one's paid parking. And they're both pretty much full all the time. And there are people constantly parking on the on and off ramps, and the cop is constantly running them off. So it's not one of those places where you can just roll up there and sit and wait until your appointment. So I'll probably, there's a rest area, like a gas station on the toll road, and I'll probably sit there until I'm at a point where I think I'm going to arrive within my delivery window. But anyway, yeah, I said I was going to end the video. I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.